cover this panel. All right. So welcome to Mobile Testing Online Part 3. So actually, as you guys remember, it's a session to cover student questions, so this preparation to interview and internship. So let's start because we need to cover a lot of things today. I, as usual, modified some of discussion than I want to bring to you, so I still need to cover a couple questions from mobile software literacy section, and major section is today specific of mobile testing, and my favorite fun and also I think important section of future trends in mobile world. So as usual, hi. So 2 questions in section 2, 10 questions in section 4. Yeah, don't be surprised, 12 questions, but it's take longer. I already announced and it will be overtime today for sure because I tried to represent materials with normal speed, so don't rush and don't push you guys to not speak too fast. Okay, so as usual, helpful hints, so how you can use presentation effectively after fact. So everything in red interview question, everything in orange boxes is helpful online resources. Oh, you're not able to see video. Oh, same here. Okay, give me a second. So I need to call Michael for help. Give me a sec.
О, окей. А где этот самый? Как не знаю, где
Sorry guys, we have some technical difficulty. Give us a second to figure it out what's going on. I have no idea, so you did it. All right, so we will start all over in a couple minutes or seconds. Just now. Thank you for your patience. All right, confirmed and no, me too, same. Okay, confirmed and you can see the screen, guys. Anybody can see? Yes. All right, got it. I can. All right, so then no, I can. What? Who are you? Krishna, why you cannot see it? Now I can. All right, cool. So then we can start. I just come back to a couple slides back. It was not too much important things, So it's just again how we normally start every time, so the same. So I already tell you, then I will cover 3 sections today, and so this first section is from mobile world literacy. We'll cover 2 questions, and section 4 will cover 10 questions. So, but be not confused by number of the questions; they're huge. I try to minimize this really. So, and as usual, helpful hints. So everything in red, it's an interview question. Everything in orange boxes, it will be helpful online resources. And everything in blue, really, this is what you should keep attention and remember. Okay, so I just remind you, so then by this time you're already supposed to know or be familiar with terms and definition. So, and if you still don't have a time to view this online, so this I create mobile terminology basic webinar, and it's a YouTube link on the bottom. So you're also welcome to check another link that I provide for you with some mobile web terminology glossary. Okay, so let's shoot with mobile and software literacy. So here's the 2 questions that I not covered, and they was pop up right after online class we have last week. So this I just added another question so to explain the tendency and reason for organization to choose native web or both application options, and so what is the difference does HTML5 make? So I think it's important questions that should be covered. Okay, so oops. Yeah, I just remind you because we already was going through, so what is a native mobile application? So you know that it's specifically designed to run on some device operating system or machine firmware. So I brought you a little bit more examples of regarding native mobile application. Angry Birds or RX File, Evernote, Boxcar, Copilot, Alive HD North America, so it's a GPS program. So, but generally you're supposed to already know this. So here's a couple more example of mobile web application. I just added, so like TED, it's my favorite since 2007. It's excellent source of innovation forums. It's like, guys, I really recommend this site. So YouTube is also a mobile web application. So, and Tap, it's just funny one. It's actually cool application then provide you with your geolocation, so where you can find your favorite beer, and so what is the bars available, so where you can find your favorite drinks. So ICD-9, it's like huge coding medical database, so very helpful, very strong, resourceful program, so for medical professionals. But I mean, it's just representation of so different example of mobile web applications. Okay, so now we come to question itself. So what is the main reason for organization to choose native? So because it's compliant with company on technology expertise. So we'll talk about Android have Java and everything is written in Java. Or so Objective-C is primarily so made for iPhone. So use makes creating an excellent, so yeah, because they try to make some excellent products, so native generally have better integrations of and compatibility with device hardware and software. So contains relevant content, so this is like interactive games, so then it's supposed to be native. So go to let's go offline, so then user will throw away and uninstall this game immediately. So or it's like perform some complex calculation like bank payments. So all right, then so it's again choice to choose a native program. So who will what kind of organization will choose web application? It's the best for choose the model for business management or promotion. So different websites, so or travel agency, so we'll use this a lot. Compiles with company on technology expertise as well, so this could be reason. So in both native and web, the main reason for organization to choose it's opportunity to develop both option, or they just want to, you know, like, it's not really startup, but they just try to do both way to see what is works the best. So expansion of contact with user, so they try to get auditorium and get more traffic. So, or I don't know, it's some other reasons like order of company management or integrated solution. So another part of this question, it's tendency that led organization to choose some specific web app or native apps. So the company normally develop web app if their goal is firstly focused on marketing. So, or they offer some special timely and quickly update information, so all the time. And native is, you know, then update is much slower than on web application. So, or if you want to be easy, so found through the search engine. So, yeah, to increase traffic, to increase your contact with user. So, or you just want to save your money because we already discussed this last time. So, the develop of web mobile apps is much time and cost so less than in compared to native application. All right, so who try to develop native application? It's for communication and interaction with user. So create application working like computer program. So to get people just this close feeling to desktop. So ensuring an instant access to information about company regardless of accessibility so of internet, and creation of creative or catchy user interfaces. So we come again to the games, specifically if it's come to animation. So I will highly recommend this native application too. So useful tips for last. So if most people find your company through the search result, it's better to create mobile version of your website. If company already have a vast audience, it's better to develop native mobile application. So with some extended functionality of company website. Okay, and here this come also this why they ask you this question, because not just they want to hear how you brag about this and how much you into subject, but they also expect you somehow to bring your own personal opinion. So in your example of your own personal opinion regarding the best option and solution, so between web and native apps, would be then so if company have a choice, then they should start with mobile version of website. So in finding out the place where users are most active, so using analytics naturally, and creating native mobile application based on this information. So I think it will be the best answer at this point. All right, let's move on. Ta-da! Web plus native, it's not really love, but it's hybrid. So I found very interesting. I hope this you can see all this tiny detail. If not, you can reveal this later one more time when you come back to this presentation or pause this to see this picture clearly. So, but just because of this new technology, then difference between web and native is blurred, so day by day. And it's very interesting, so layouts, how the hybrid apps is actually, so this architectures look like, how it's work. So, and as you see, part of this hybrid, it's a web portion of app, and another some small portion, but very important and active portion, it's a native portion of app. So, and let me turn to next slide and we can just brag about this more. So this I already discussed this a lot about this hybrid apps. This is built using web technology such as HTML5, so Cascade style sheets and JavaScript. So that wrap in platform-specific shell, and as I was just show you on the previous slide here. So, and somebody was asking me last time this, give me more example, so this about this hybrid apps. So what is exactly hybrid apps in real world? So the best example I found, it was LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Yelp, Amazon Cloud Reader, Netflix. Ta-da, the big, huge company, successful company. So they all now this in hybrids mode. So, and I have like more links provide for you, more resources, then you don't need to search through the internet for 4 or 5 hours like I did before. So I compiled this presentation, but just to catch this all in one. So now we come to what is the difference does HTML5 make? Whew. It's actually, I don't know, a little bit blurry picture, but I really love it because it's, if anybody familiar with HTML code, very simple one, so you can see a representation of this code implemented in the web page. So that's how the HTML5 layout look like. So in HTML5 is no more than the 5th version of HTML, so the latest web technology. So with rich multimedia features, so which is it's what is a selling feature is, and interoperability feature for smartphones and tablets. So HTML5 web application can just run like a native platforms. Why? Because not just the major things, then it's built for cross-platform and it build once, run many. So, but because it has special feature, then I listed some, not all of them, but some. So, such as dynamic scrolling banner for online promotion of product. So, improved navigation menus or pop-ups windows allow more content integration. So, games with advanced graphics support, so image galleries with scroll, swipe, or zoom features. It's all which before it was most of representation of native applications. So now it's available for hybrids because HTML5 is a hybrid, generally speaking. So advanced GPS, yeah, it's what like super selling things which was available only for native. So IP address, RFID data integrated. Rapid search result, okay, it's a web related. And mini cards integration on mobile sites allow user to stay in the page. So here's a more feature this, this I create some really like what 3 or 4 tables. So because why I did this, not just to overload you with information and so this, read all this to you It was not my objective. My objective was then it's some company, and maybe not for all of you guys, but so it's use all smart. It's why you're in online class and not class in class. So you will know this if you have interview and it's really a company which in description put all these names like PhoneGap, Sancha. Okay, it's alarm ring for you. Then they heavily related and work with HTML5, and so they somehow this do some hybrids apps or so relate on some latest combination of web and native application. So then you must get more advanced and prepare for this question regarding HTML. This you will expect, and they will ask you more. So this kind of question like, what you know about security of HTML? So or tell me anything what you know about HTML5. So and at this point, this table will be super helpful for you because it's consolidate information and will cover any possible question which will happen during first interview. So, all right. So, I covered theory. You can see then I'm not really a theory girl. I don't like theory too much, but we must have it. We must have understanding and deep knowledge of that. So now we come to specific of mobile testing itself. So 10 tough question. I will not read this for you. We'll just go one by one. All right. So first one, how do you usually explore the new mobile device phone? Thing. Testing on mobile application is significantly different from standard approach of testing application, so designed for personal computer, and you already know this. So, but how it could be? So how we start? Start with ad hoc exploratory. Yeah, simple answer. Turn on, off. So the next things you will check is you go direct to usability things. Check navigation, user control, notification, scroll, tabs, links, gestural movement like tap, scroll, so slide, swipe, any possible things to explore. So go to settings, look for tutorial, explore each option, just, it's what is ad hoc about, so monkey testing. So tap on each tab or button or option to see what it goes, so how it will guide you through the application or through the phone itself. So play with home, menu, start, audio buttons. So another very, very important things, and it's like what interviewer expecting you to cover 100%. So check Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, internet connectivity. It's why you go to menu, so general section or networking section. So check features that related to company products. So if you know what you generally will cover in the future, so what you will test in the future, just go to check so this is a related functionality or option there. So check company specific documentation if it exists, or just go to online resources. So for any possible like maker site, provider site, device review highlights, device YouTube highlights. So and again, this why go 10,000 reviews sites if we have super cool Android and Apple supports which guide you step by step through everything possible thing. Okay, it was an easy answer. So if we're looking for some more advanced answer, again, so 6 cents, or you will feel or depends on a company profile. So okay, so it's not startup, it's like a company with solid history, so you really shaking to get job there, so they have reputations, they're already on the market long. All right, so go more professional, in addition to previous explanation, so you just continue to talk, just to show this then how much information you know and what direction professionally you can go, also with simple ad hoc. So then you can check intensity of power consumption, which is a battery, so sensitivity to charge, so it's a battery consumption if you open application, so how much battery it's eat. So check the use of disk space, stability and limit disk space, login, work with memory cards. So how you do this? These days it's very simple, so through the I give you links. So download first. If you can mention this, so you can download log collector and speedtest.net. So it's in app in the Play Store as well, and it's a free program. You don't need to pay any money. It's download will take you through the simple stores, couple minutes. So if you find any issue, you can immediately through the log collector send this to your email or to developer email. So full log with errors and show how you professionally tracking things immediately. So speedtest.net will actually cover all these things I mentioned. So disk space usage, stability, and all this memory card things. It's so very, very cool application. I love it. So check accelerometer's function. So what is this accelerometer is? It's actually a special function built in every mobile device. So this which related to rotation. So when you rotate a device, so from portrait to landscape orientation, so this sensitivity of device to follow your gestures, so this to rotate the screen. That's what accelerometer is. And generally, it's assigned and work well with native application. So, and it's what web or hybrid application try to catch. Check connectivity to the internet, but using the best connection. Not just mentioned Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, but so go like deeper. So try to USB connection to your device to some computers or to desk or whatever, to server if you have available. So check active sync. So synchronization is very important, specifically if you have new device. So this and you need to synchronize your data. So, and how it's work in condition of unstable compounds. So check stability of the application for incoming, outgoing calls, sending, receiving SMS, MMS. So checking for specificity, sorry, I'm after work today. So of data synchronization, I already stressed this, but so with phone book, calendar, programs on your PC. So it's all important things. Then we explore, first we get device. So how stable device, how this perform native functions. So this like primary standard package of the device or of the system like Android or iPhone. So then it's all work well before you start testing of your application. So check proper installation and installation of programs in phone memory and memory card. So check correct geolocation and check stable operation and condition of stress recovery from crash. So it's how you can list it, it will show you this, it's like explicit answer. So then they see, then you go through the processes, then you know how to cover, so from different perspective. So just simple ad hoc, not just stupidly push couple buttons and it's done. So you will not stop on functionality and usability testing, but you will go much further than that. So and cover all different range of mobile testing. It will be perfect. Okay. So how you would test UI of mobile apps? It's another huge question. My goodness, I was thinking, so I can talk about this for hours, how I can put this just in 5-10 minutes. So, okay, we have easy answer. So we start UI actually from installation of application from splash screen. Anybody know what splash screen is? You can search online, but generally it's when you start opening application or start installation of application, it's a special 3 seconds full screen with logo of the company and name of the program. So it's just like introduction screen. So you, as UI, in UI so testing booms, you start already there. So is it splash screen coming? Is it appropriate? It's not hang and freeze. So it's take about 3 seconds. It's a normal standard time for splash screen. So you go through the install. So you look and check for functionality of this accept and download button, so open and install button and all these things. So you just literally observe during installation, so sync view with loading, so view transition and view installation, all these things, it's already in UI testing. So the next things, you just take a view of home and context page. So general looks, and it's not just color, so any blur or any missing text. So generally you look for alignments. So then it's no missing lines, no cut. So cut of the text is a trunction. So it's a professional word. So you just look for general look of the site. So I give you some example on the right side. So you come next to layouts. So is it fit well to form factor? So we will talk about form factor in a couple minutes. So is it good to specific device resolutions, screen size alignment? So trunction I already mentioned. So when it's cut in the middle of some word or picture. So invalid or garbage symbol come a lot. So like exclamation mark or question mark in the middle of word. It's like, duh, so what you doing here? So orientation, portrait and versus landscape. So how well it's communicate, so the program, adjusts this accelerometer things, then when you rotate this device, then how adjustable program content page is. So next we come to the buttons, not just functionality of the button, but place on the screen, color, size, adjustment. So again, it's specific for mobile. So as you know, as you already have experience in any mobile application, so they try to optimize, how they say, minimize, so the buttons, and maximize the button size. So because not everybody has beautiful special nails or whatever, tiny child fingers to push on this button. So then it must be somehow this adjustable, so middle standard for middle finger around the world. So we're looking also for buttons customized styles, so active or non-active mode, alignment with the naming. So we come to the links. Yeah, it's a simple one. So links is a links. So they need to link somewhere. If you push or scroll or slide them, so they somehow need to be active and do something. All right. So we come also to check list views. So it's a backbone of apps, and we look for grid of mobile applications. So then it's look nice, and so equally fields. So, and I brought you example on the left side. You can check how the list view is supposed to look like. I mean, different version of it. So we look for navigation bars and action bars. It's another example. So like title navigation bar. So this on the top of iOS application, and on the bottom of Android's application. So this they will navigate you to some other page, or bring you back to the previous page, or to home screen, whatever. So you have scroll view, and it's picture as well there. So just swipe through a list of items left and right, or top to the bottom. So switch. Example of the switch, then like you in Amazon application, so then you can switch between search for barcode and go to your shopping cart. So, and tab strip, it's another representation. So this wide field like a building 44, it's one of a representation of a tab strip. Paying. So now we come to more complicated things like a touch screen UI. So this is a panning and zooming. So man, what is a panning and zooming? Okay, zooming is understood. So you just use your finger as a gestural input. So these days our finger is almost the primary input device. So for mobile phones, you need to know that, yeah. So it's we don't use some special stylus anymore. So panning, it's when pretty much one of the sliding option, but horizontally. So when you panning through the page horizontally, not vertically. So controls, it's dragging horizontally, so beyond the page, and when you come to the edge, it's reveal control strip right there. So I have a picture on the right. So we have some special awesome bars. So it's a special official name for this. It's a lot of, so when you pull down the search window, so specifically for website, then you can see your previous search, and it's this awesome bar refer you quickly to previous search. So then you can just don't need to type again. You just see what you already was going through, and tap it, and you're already in a new website. So I mean, again, I already overloaded you with information about UI. I think this you will never come during interview with all what I just said. So, but if you remember, I hope 20–30% of what we just going through, so it will be perfect answer. So because they want to see then you don't, you just continue smooth your story, so then you know this different professional word. So you use these professional words when you describe UI of mobile application. So it's what is count. It's what is the most important thing. Okay, so here's just like more explicit UI checklist for people who is crazy about UI, who really want to know everything about UI. So I try to just, consolidate this in a couple pages. So don't worry, you don't need to memorize everything of that. But it's a like different way to learn. So if some people learn this way, some people learn other way. So I don't know. I try to be explicit and give you anything possible. Thanks. Hello. Okay. So you remember I was telling you mobile form factor? So it's actually this professional term used a lot these days, and it's no more like a really physical factor of mobile device. So, and here's a couple example. So brick, bar, touch screen, taco, flip, slider, and swivel. So in as you see, I also found a good picture. So then they use for different purposes. So at some point, at some time. So just good to know, you don't need to memorize all these words. It's just when somebody will talk you, oh yeah, this so then generally web application, web mobile application have really concern and problems with mobile form factor. Now you know why. So because it's different screen size, I don't know, different resolution come again. So and different form of device itself. So it's good to know. Again, not just all this name got this field, so you don't need to know all these names. But so if you want to, you have self-learning process, you have links then which help you. But generally, you need to know then is these days it's not just one default or whatever something mobile UI. No, Android and iPhone have some bunch of different mobile UI. So, and I just listed some of them. Okay, so how would you test mobile app page? Whew, it's another huge question. I don't know how we go through this, but I will try. So I found very good table so which explain so this mobile testing generally, so what kind of mobile testing could be, so from functional to automation, performance, security, cosmetics, specialized. So it's a tiny words, it's a lot of the things, and I don't want to stay on this slide for 10 minutes, so but it's a really consolidate of everything. If you have interview in half hour and you like everything is blue from your mind, you don't remember anything, so hey, print this slide. So oh, by the way, yeah, it's a good idea. So the things good then I just come to this idea. So be not afraid to print some materials and bring to interview. You know what? I was dumb, and first time like when my friend tell me then he print a bunch of some different stuff and brought this to interview. I was like, how you can use it? It's like a cheating sheet. So how you can use it during interview? So, but he told me then how smart way he represent. So, and it was for good. He actually got a job. So in a game company. But so when you bring, for example, print like this, or you print these tables, with some, because again, who will expect you to remember 100 different definition of UI or some whatever UI checklist step by step? I mean, really, truly, so if you're seniors with 10–15 years experience, okay, maybe. So, but if you apply for a start job, so for junior position, the thing is then, to present, then you well prepared. So you have resources, you have a general knowledge, you can quickly catch on. So if you bring this already printed, in some folder, and they ask you questions like, okay, my story is, in my company or in my last project, I was using this pattern or this schema Yeah, let me show you. You just open your folder, Tom, 1, 2, 3 pages. So they are already impressed. All right, you already have answer in your hand before they ask you. So yeah, naturally you can read this well, but so you say like, yeah, I base on this checklist. It's what I generally cover when I'm do UI testing. All right, you're already on the right track, so you already answer your question. So you don't need to go deep details. The same things, if they ask you how you generally test the mobile apps page, it's like, all right, it's a really very huge subject, so we can talk about this 1 hour. Let me represent the best table then, this I love to use during my testing. Boom. You put this page on the table and you just stupidly start and read what they already can see. But in their mind, all right, you was prepared for this question. You know the answer. So you use this in your daily regular testing. So it's already enough for them, to make some positive check marks for your case, so for your candidate. So generally, so mobile testing approach, it could be by carrier, by operating system, by network technology, by some hardware, and it's actually all together. It's some different stage, or it's just combined all together. You look for many different factors in same time of testing. So it's very hard. Again, that's why this nobody expects you to remember and memorize all this, but to have a vision, conceptual concept how the things work. It's what is important. So, and how you test mobile app page. With general introductions, it depends on the nature of application. So this, you have some browser metrics capability, so you need to check before you start testing. So you look for device popularity, so like iPhone or just Makers HTC. So for the specific area, so because why to test, I don't know, on some Huawei in United States, so where this, or Linux, some Tizen mobile things, then barely you will find, it will be very useful in China or South Korea, but so like absolutely new brand stuff in United States. And if you're oriented on American market, so you want to sell, or your company sell this program or application or device, whatever, so right here in America, then let's concentrate on local market. So and get pulled this metrics for region, for carriers, so what is available. So another things, when we talk about mobile application page testing, we talk about, again, general testing approach. So like first, then we need to just validate HTML, so then should be valid. So to make sure then it's no errors, then we, if it's web application, then we connect to right program. If it's like I have a project, so where we was working on 3 different sites. It was beta site for user. We have just one site, the same application for QA, and I have the same application for developer. Hey, so this, why start on the wrong site if I know this developer going some things ahead or some they just in the progress, and I will be not able to test it. So it's all the small things, or like a beta version for users, so some modules or some function is not implemented yet. So it's the things, it's we can compare this if we go to like desktop web application, so we can compare this with build or version, so be aware of this. So next test on desktop browser. So yeah, really, we need to check before we go to mobile. So if it's brand new program, so it's like a brand new implementation, nobody immediately jump to emulators or real devices. So normally the smoke test is performed on a desktop browser, because some of this general, so functional, or functional bugs, so will be reviewed right on so desktop browsers. So, and once the site of model functionality is complete, so then we test this on device emulator, so to get some browser platform coverage. And if real device is available, then we just immediately test on device itself, so to find already device specific bug, so instead of testing on emulator, so save time. Okay, so how you test mobile app? Again, you create checklist list, so you can also start with this. So then, yeah, I I have my checklist. I cover generally so such and such and such and such testing. So I listed for you, for example, 6-1. So, and you just start and explain, so what exactly you mean by each testing. So what you will cover in functional testing, in usability testing, interface, and ta-da-da, or so on. Or get prepared for interview smart way. Print mobile application checklist from the next question 4. So right now in question 3. So, and take this with you to interview. So put this on the table in the form of test case plan. It's like, okay, so here's a test case that I create in my last project and I generally use, and it's my general approach to any program. So I start to test. Boom, you brought your personal things, so, and you already showed us your preparedness, so, and you already showed and you have something unique in the hands, because you know, each company loved, and somebody will bring their own version of test plan, of their own version of test cases. So it's you know, your introduction to the company as professional. Okay, so now for the next whatever 6 or 7 slides. So you remember I checked this functionality, usability, interface, compatibility, testings. So I will not read you this. It's a little bit too much text, I know. So, but again, it's for explicitity of and get over the fear if somebody really will ask you deeply. So, all right, tell me more about functional, how you will do functional testing. So tell me more how you will do usability testing. So it will cover your butt, sorry to say, use a street language. So, but you can go through this, all the slides, so what, half hour after we're done this presentation, and check this out. So because it's go more deep specifically, like cookie testing is very important for mobile application, because it's pretty much, so it's a like maintain session, so it's a main login to session. So, and I was cover a little bit about this HTML, so CSC validation, so, or database testing. Yeah, it's all very important things as a functional testing, so for mobile app page. So we go to the next session of usability. So we talk about different navigation and user controls, so I will not stop there. So we look for content checking. I already covered that as well. So we go to interface test. It's actually this compromising things. Yeah, you generally, so be careful with that, so because if it's native application, yes, it's have something to do with mobile web server, but more likely, so it's somehow related, so hard drive or memory of the device itself, so local database we can talk about, so, or just go to place like manage application things in settings. So, but again, if we talk about some mobile web application, oh yeah, so this, it's very important part of this. It's so to check connectivity with and synchronization with mobile web server, and check mobile web server connectivity with mobile app server interface and things like that. So compatibility testing, yes, again, heavily needed, so heavily important when we talk about mobile website. So it's also important for native application, but again, like an iPhone, it's a really minimum effort in testing, so because everybody already know this generosity, so generally how this good compatibility between hard and software of iPhones, so itself. Okay, so you can mention this. You see this, I mean, how I will do this, who will remember all this? My gosh, I don't know this. Maybe some super academic with super memory things. I will not remember this by myself, so everything to cover. So, but you can make a shortcut list from this, like, you know, so what is compatibility testing? It's a browser compatibility, operating system compatibility, printing option. Boom. So you cover this, you go to the next point. If they stop you and say, hey, tell me more about browser compatibility. So it's not because they want to catch you like, oh, you're wrong, so, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. It's just because of their curiosity, because they have no clue what you're talking about. So then, all right. So you can say a couple sentences, and I brought you much more than a couple sentences, so to answer this question. So performance testing, man, specifically for games, it's like one of the number one. So, but generally performance testing for mobile, it's a super important. So, and we divide this again in web load testing, web stress, and analytics. So stress testing is generally this, stretching system beyond the specification limits. So it could be some dumb stress, or it could be just exceed the limits or overload. So it's intersect with load or some performance testing. So pink. So security testing, it's also a very important part of mobile testing, and I have like explicit things. So what generally people cover, so by mobile app page, so in security testing section. But again, is it necessary to read all this text? No. If you, how many points I have, like 9 points. If you cover like 2-3 points, at least something, this general again. So your first interview or your first job, so expectation is not really high, like, so this please write me some script, so security script, I don't know how you will do security so test and with some automation tools. No, nobody really expects this from you. So, but they want to see this your understanding so of importance, and so direction, this level of your deepness, how you will think about security of mobile application. So cover like, catch surface of here and there, so mentioned URL, so mentioned some, this login things. So, and see this, if they like, noggin their heads, so smile and say, oh, cool, cool. So just skip and go to the next section. So if they stop you and start and really, so try this, this get more detail on this, man, you're in trouble. I will be in trouble myself. So, okay, then at this point we need to like concentrate and read this page truly a couple times. So, or make some print again, just to have this right in front eyes. So, and if they like, tell me more about security testing, it's like, hey, let me see, I have some special checklist for this. Pink, put this on the table and start read for them. I guarantee you they will say, okay, cool. So I'm happy then you have it. All right, next question. So be prepared. Print everything you can. Spend a couple bucks for that. Man, we just only question 4 and we have 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. All right, so I really need to hurry. So give example of major test cases for mobile device. I give you a lot of example. So you have like 7 or 8 pages. I will not read this through, guys. So I covered generally 21 category, so modules we can say. So then how we generally start major test cases for mobile device. Installation, uninstallation, network test cases. So voice call handling, SMS handling, unmapped keys, application logo, splash screen. You remember I mentioned that. So when we start install uninstall application, or when we just load application, every time you start new session, so it's comes as splash screen with logo for 3 seconds. So low memory, clear back key and home keys, visual feedback, continual keypad entry, exit application, charger effect, low battery, removal of battery, battery consumption, application start, restart, application side effect, external and common communication infrared. Hey, you have all the slides available, so it's already test cases which is written for you with description and expected result. So welcome to print it out, so and use this, put this in your interview folder and have it ready. So it's like, okay, it's what last cases I wrote for my last project. So take this special magician's card from your pocket. So write as many test cases as you can for the follow. So mobile device, simple app with 3 stupid button, 1, 2, 3, ABC. So that makes this sound. Yeah, it was a real question I was going through, man. So, and again, you start with general things, so like stay with test plans. So this covered different area of testing, so functionality test, usability test, so interface testing, compatibility testing, performance testing with SOAK testing. It's a special so testing for mobiles. Again, you have self-learning section, so this be aware why I brought this, super important guys, really. So specifically this one, guru99.com testing tools. So it's how I fell interview, one of them. So because I was like completely super prepared for all this coverage, so how I will create test cases for application, for any application. Give me application, I will create test cases. But so it was like after I explained and so was happy, then I was come through all this, they're like very simple. So not really any specific question, like, okay, so then what testing tools you was using for all this coverage? Is like, oh man, I know like 5 or 6 testing tools, but so exactly what tools cover what, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm done. So I'm ruined. I really don't know right now. It's not pop up in my head, so I can only say 1 or 2. So be smart, so you know, if you get question like this and 50%, then you will get question somehow, just they give you something example and say, hey, so here it is, write me test cases. So you cover different testing areas and be ready to answer a question what possible tools you know or you possibly was used or can use for this specific testing. So, and I just save you time to provide you a couple very good links. So how you can answer this question, super cool and good. All right, go through this again. I have for each of this, to cover each of this testing area, I create some 3 whatever test cases, just you know pop up from my head, so you can actually cover each area with 20 or 50, or just so hands free to create your own test cases. It's actually so very simple. I just give you some, like, you know, point, so from where you can start create your own test cases. So, or you're welcome to print this and have this in your pocket, so like another magician card. So if they ask you, so what test cases you should write in this and this situation, it's like, man, I'm so nervous, let me see how I write my test case before. And you bounce and put these printable pages and start and explain them. So then so it's normally how you do testing on this and that. So very good. Again, you have time after presentation to go through and read all this description. So then I create, hey, I'm not academic or not magician, I can tell you. Then when we come to this audible testing, I know then we're supposed to cover this. I can think so what and we should cover, but I never work with actually, you know, audio testing and automation tools. And it's like, man, last moment, my gosh, midnight, I have no idea where to search for this. No, I'm done. That's it. Empty field. So we will do this in class. I leave people somehow to explore by themselves. So I just need to mention it. So they need to know that it must be there. But I don't have answers. Sorry. I'm not perfect. So, okay. So question number 6. How would you troubleshoot networking issue on iPhone? Man, simple question, a lot of different answer. Okay, super simple. First one, you go home screen, settings tab, general network, Wi-Fi, just to check is a Wi-Fi connection here. So ask to join network or just try to change Wi-Fi, because specifically iPhone, so for some reason don't like some Wi-Fi's, then you need to just skip it and try a couple of them. So in other extreme things, then you can just go home screen, settings tab, general, reset network settings. So maybe more likely 50% it will be somehow connect, so automatically find. So in other things, you know, this it will also reset, so remember your Wi-Fi access points. So if you have any password or some whatever keys, then you better back up this first. So connect through the iOS VPN. Again, it's under settings, general network. So what is VPN? It's a virtual private networks, specifically for Apple iPhone, I mean for Apple iOS devices. So it's allow, you know, user who is not so US of San Francisco. So University, what's the name? University California of San Francisco. no sound word. I know it's university network anyway. Sorry guys. So, but it's alternative to traditional wire connectivity. So we can use, it's not just UCSF. So, but I know this like my company is, because we also a huge global company, EFI, so they have VPN as well. I mean, a lot of big company have virtual private network. So, and we can try to establish connection through VPN. So check number 4, how we, if they not stop you by this moment to say, all right, next question, so then you can continue on and on, just bring him idea how you would think, or how you will possibly, maybe you're not sure, you can use this word. So I'm like, I'm not sure, so I don't have too much experience, I don't do this by myself, but I have idea, so which direction we can go. So there's, we can go, just try to turn off Bluetooth. So in sometimes I don't know, it's some interfere this with Wi-Fi on iPhone specifically. So then by turning off Bluetooth, you will get connection back. So, or if it's another trick I read, it was actually very, very interesting. So this, if you create condition, then your phone become an airplane mode on, so radio signal lost. So in at this point, this you so initiate airplane mode on, but Wi-Fi will be disabled automatically, but you turn this on immediately, and you select red eye network. So this, from the list of networks available. So it should connect you again. So, and keep you on track. So this establish network connectivity back. Why? I don't know. I'm not in deeply in this, but it was very good, helpful tips. 23 people vote for this. Yes, it's like, all right, I will be 24. Yes, I can bring this in a class. Cool. Something. Again, also if it doesn't work, when you bring this in during the interview, it showed us, like how broad, so your imaginary, this how many direction, so how many solution you can provide, also if they're not all perfect, also if they not 100% all work, but so this how good you are on create solution, troubleshooting. It's what troubleshooting is all about. So number 6, I cannot connect to my 5 network anymore. So Wi-Fi router is a fickle creature, I don't know. So, and this it's somehow Wi-Fi connection is forgetting it works, so this we join. So they have some different solution for that. So this, like, so on the screen you can see this, forget this network, so insider guest, and never come back to this bad Wi-Fi connection again. So you have this option on so iPhone. And you can check this like, oh man, I remember this one was best connection, so I will never use this again. So again, it's idea, it's a troubleshooting step, then solution, then you can, where we all can check, so where we can enhance. So maybe where it doesn't work or work perfectly fine, and we can take this under consideration for next test to do. So troubleshooting of Siri. So yeah, it's a lot of so network issue on Siri. This was reported when so 4S was released. Again, so you just can mention it, so that you can just go, just generally you resetting Siri is one possibility, or you turn Siri on and off to see this, if by this restart so Siri connection, then it's so problem will be solved itself. But it's good to point to mention specifically if it's latest iPhone related, because Siri is one of these major selling features of iPhone right now. Whew. No network signal bars. Oh, it was an interesting story. Yeah, this this guy was provides. I have like so this article, so then you can read step by step. So this what he was doing. So in he actually just tells the story. This the network was actually working, but somehow this you cannot see this network bar. So, and he was going through some tricky stuff with lock button on top and home button. So just pretty much do like so how we turn cold, we say desktop, how we turn this off. We just push and hold the button, so kill everything, or just turn it, plug it out. So from, I don't know this, but at the point of iPhone, so we have a lock button on the top and home button, and we just hold it until we get this Apple sign. So, and don't worry, you will not lose any data settings. I did this by my own 2 days ago when my 7-year-old son finally corrupt my iPod Touch, so then it was freeze, so with some games. So then only things I can recover, so then by doing these steps. So, but still the same, dial 112 and end the call quickly, turn on airplane mode. So, I mean, it's step by step. Again, you have ability to read this slide, and you know this. It's just a general idea how you can troubleshoot. But I doubted that you really come to point 8 during the interview. My goodness, they must be crazy. Or they must be like absolutely excited and amazing. This, so how many way to troubleshoot you know? Because I think they will stop you like by first 3. So no, normally they, you know, if you cover like first 3 points, they go to the next question. Whew, and we go to the next question as well. So how would you test the following? So you send Yahoo message from your mobile device to someone else's device, and recipient does not receive any message. Man, really, a lot of things to cover. So we start a simple one, check network connection, is any connection there. So try to send message from different device and check if it does work. So try to send message to your mobile device from different device. Check your ability to receive message. So check your source code, check sync with Yahoo through this, go to settings. So check manual documentation about compatibility with providers of mobile email. I mean, yeah, cool. Just as idea. So check spelling of account settings. It's what is most messed up happens. Some tiny letter or whatever, some special symbol missing, and it's already don't come true. So double check the spelling of each account setting, domain name, account name. So then the email address must be complete. So, and remember the password is case sensitive on Yahoo. So make sure then you don't have any cap lock on, then it could be issue as well. Check your outgoing mail, incoming mail, draft, send, outbox, any possible, because sometimes it's just, you know, some unintentional, so press on some tab, whatever button, booms, it's already not sent, but saved somewhere on the side. So if error message occur on iPhone, so because of other mail application not made by Apple, so try to send a message via your MeCom or MacCom account. I mean, guys, I can read all these texts. So we're already over time. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, but here's like, you know, I have maybe 15 different way. So troubleshoot Yahoo message through the different Android and iPhone devices. So, and you can, you know, check and get your favorites. So what is easy for you to remember? So what, you know, is if you have some smartphone, please try this, do this by yourself, you know, because if once you're doing by yourself, so you can not just bragging about, but you can show then, which will count much more. And again, so from this 15 solution of troubleshooting Yahoo email on a mobile device, you barely will be hurt by first 3, and they say, all right, cool, so you got it. So next question. But should I overload you? I don't know, but it's me. So it's a way to learn. So because when you read a lot, you will remember something. If you read only 1, 2, 3, you maybe remember only 1. So let's read a lot. Let's come back to this presentation and go through the slides and pause the slides and maybe make some notes by yourself or print it all. So and be prepared for interview. Here's more. So because we need to look for the simple things, like, you know, sometimes we try to send super big file, and so here's a limit of 25 megabytes unencoded size on Yahoo, still there. So, all right, choose your approach, choose your things, how you will troubleshoot Yahoo email. So the next question is, what is your stress test approach when you're testing FaceTime on iPhone? So it was a question that I was asking, begging you, please, please, please watch this two YouTubes. One was covered just general, what is so FaceTime is and how it's working, and what is the major features of the FaceTime. And another was, I think this, what is the stress test generally is. So this, if somebody like get confused, okay, what we're testing, so how we exactly stress? So any possible crazy way, it's how we test. So, and just to simplify this, this major features of so this FaceTime, then it's pretty much video chatting or video phone, or eventually if it's work for cool things, then it's work for iPod Touch. So then you really don't need to have any subscribers or providers to some phone plan. All right, if your guys, if your friends, relatives, so have had another iPhone or iPad or iPod, so then you cover, so you can talk to them for free, and actually not just call, so voice call, but have a video call. So, and it's a video call initiated by using your front and back camera, so then you can switch, so then people can see you or just see things surrounding you. So it's very cool. Very simple, you don't need to some very seriously initial setup, so you just go through the contacts. So set up a contact with person who have iPhone, so Apple product we can say. So send invitation accepted, boom, so it's already in contact list. So next time when you try to communicate with this person, you have an option, so you just can call, regular call, you can just push FaceTime, initiate some voice or video call. Bam. So what is, I already covered you, so this FaceTime general feature. So, and now this, we need to create stress, how we can stress out. So, and how it could be stress out. So again, keyword in this question, approach when testing FaceTime. So then you first cover the major feature of the, say, application, so FaceTime, and after you start and go with this feature by feature, okay, activation of FaceTime option on your iPhone, iPad, so iPad, how I can screw up, how I can stress out this issue, put some invalid data, or try to so messed up data, so put phone in email field or whatever. So when new call begin, so and when person you call and accept FaceTime invitation, so how you can stress out at this point, so what you can do wrong, so turn it, or just open and start and download some whatever other application or heavy HD whatever movie file on your device, so in the same time try to establish a video call with your contact person. So video call itself, not just simple things like, so I say this, try to disturb your video call with something, but again, how it's work on the sunlight, how it's work outside, inside, in the day, so light, in the night light, in the discotheque, whatever, this under different, unusual, stressful condition, so for your phone, not ideal so condition, voice call, how you can disturb that, and so on and so on. I hope you got general idea how it's working, so how it's supposed to go. So naturally, I give you some examples. So, and you're welcome to, get more creative, so how you can screw up applications, so how you can make stress testing and so check this and test this application under stress condition. But again, if you, so the main things in this question was approach. So we already answered this question. Nobody was asking you to create specific test cases for testing FaceTime. Ta-da! We get closer and closer. So how to do boundary testing to verify battery life if game application is supposed to last for 24 hours? When I read these questions, like, wait a second, is it really a question so submitted by some student? And you know what? I'd call to my friends, it's like, okay, listen, so this maybe it's something that I really don't know and I don't know where to start. Listen to this question. So he listened to me, it's like, what a dumb question. So who asked question like this? It was not question from professional. Okay, I leave this question because you know it's a question submit from one of the students so to partner school. It's a legitimate question. So and sometimes you know it's a common misunderstanding from interviewer. So or it's come misunderstanding from person who gets these questions. Like my goodness, so they don't know how to start and whether answer this question. But in Goddessville, in case if you get question like this, then like sound for you absolutely make no sense and you really don't know so why, for what reason, so these two things must go together. So you're not afraid of this question like this, you need to answer them. So and you start, all right, it's say, okay, it's a tricky question that must be immediately clarified and specified. Part one, it's a boundary testing of battery life. So but you know that really this generally this I also pull list of this all batteries available. So like best battery on the market is like 16 hours. It's like, okay, it's nobody beat 24, but okay, if we turn everything off, if we just like put everything in sleep and safe mode, so maybe it will last 24 hours. But okay, then how it's related to game applications supposed to last 24 hours? Because if we put game in a sleeping mode, then what is the sense of question again? So again, all right. So, but we divide this in clarified, and this question have two parts. So one of this related boundary testing of battery life, and part two, so what happened to the game apps that's supposed to last for 24 hours. So, and we start and immediately ask interviewer more questions. So under what condition? So this game actively run in sleep mode, in pause. So what we do in pause, it's a SOC, so testing. It's, you know, this when you push and press buttons so for a really long time and to see this is a game freeze, how the game responds to some stress issue. So, and our point of interest, so it's multiple points of interest in this question. So how the game application affect battery consumption, or how the usage of battery affect functionality and performance of game. So, or what will happen to the game when battery will turn dead and need to be charged. So you turn the question, if they ask you this tricky dumb question, sometimes they do this intentionally to see this how easy you could be confused, or what is your thinking, like, you know, this how you can, if you have some problem, how you solve problem. So if they give you some whatever A and Z and you like, where's alphabet between? So then you just, you know, by your logical thinking, so which you verbalize, so you just come to right conclusion, to right answer. It's like, okay, is your question this how the game application affect battery consumption, or your question is how the usage of battery affect functionality and performance of game? Okay, it's to give you clear perspective, so which direction you can go. You don't want to bragging about 4 or 5 different things at the same time. So you want to specify and go to right direction. So, and I think they, this question, if it's real question during interview, they want to see how you, you know, smart, and how you just quickly come to some solutions. So, you know, and conclusion things, so problem solving skills, it's what they check generally. So again, you can start to say, hey, you know what, so helpful apps can track my battery so life and consumption, and right now on the market, so my favorite is a Carrot, so for iPhone and Android, because it showed us what exactly what apps, so you know, you need to kill, and if you kill, for example, YouTube, then you will save 2 hours, 55 minutes and 33 seconds on your battery life. All right, so you know this, I have a choice, and I have is a choice in a very simple for me explanation, so that how I really can save my life battery things. So and it's also show me this exactly percentage of so how much battery I have left. So I got also pull out from internet some example of battery life test. If it's come, I don't know, you know, I try to cover everything because it's like so broad and dumb questions. So then, all right, so I really must be prepared for different direction to go. So what they really want to hear. So and here's like one of scientific standard tests, how they really use, so how they really test battery, so itself. You can read this through. It's actually simple and kind of memorizable, yeah. So maybe at least, so conceptual things. Again, we talk about conceptual. So, and again, I can turn this question, this to real professional things. So what I know, okay, maybe I will not answer your question 100% correct and direct, but so if you give me question or problem like this, I will start in so go direction how and what kind of test cases I can create to solve this problem, to see this how these two uncomparable things or whatever, two different things in approach could go together, so to find the points where they come together. So, and I just created, from my head, boom boom boom, 5 test cases, so just to give you idea, so to generate your ideas, this, then you can maybe create yours or you can pull this out, so and print it out. Whew. Okay, tell me about specific for mobile games testing. Guys, I'm appreciating you stay with me so late. Thank you, thank you. So what tool you use to for do performance for mobile apps? Ha ha ha. Tricky question. And if you hear me, I give you specifically very super cool links. So guru99.com. So just come back to the slide and you will see it. So because if you go to, it's like 3 pages of special table which divide by specific mobile testing tools. So then for each area, for performance, for stress, for load, and this under each of this table, so you have some special example of the special tools, and when you click on it, it will direct you to this tools. It's a super cool site, man, guys, save you tons of times. So, and I really encourage you, so don't make my mistake and spend at least half hour or better good hours to read this table, to go through. So, and you will get this presentation in the next hour after we're done. We're almost done. So let me come back to the subjects. Let's keep going. Sorry. So tell me about specific of mobile games testing. Boom. Nice. One of many. So this, like development and gaming delivery process. So, but you can, why I choose this one, so tiny one, then you cannot read really, so but you will read when you get this back to online presentation. So because good huge this area is different testing, and it showed us how important so testing in gaming development is. So in game testing, it's a subset of game development, is a software testing process for control of video games. And what is a specific, we can talk about specific of mobile gaming testing for hours, because it's like I just create, like in last moment, and so last midnight, like 6 different layers, then you can cover under specific of mobile game testing. So this first, it's testing itself. So this, what is the most important? It's the functionality, usability, performance, and sync services testing. So yeah, generally, so put yourself in the shoes of the user, man. So if you open a game and so it's don't function well, so it's don't have really this good navigation, or so this all these usability things then consider, so then this game sucks. I will never open this again. I will uninstall so this immediately. So performance, my goodness, if it's game is very slow response, and if some I don't know, butterfly, this which I supposed to kill, flying like a zombie, very slow. So man, this game is not for me. Delete it. So sync services, if Goddess feels a game suddenly go offline, or I don't know, I get call or whatever, and game supposed after I resume game, I supposed to start level all over again. Nah, forget it. So it's this game is not for me. Throw away. So it's one approach. The other layer, it's game script itself. So how interesting is the game for me? How is it advanced? So how is the creative scenario of the different levels and games characters? So this player profile, this very important things. Score and this all these championships. So upgrade stories. It's where major things come, so money for the people who make these games. So a lot of games, it's actually you have some introduction 5 minutes, and so top girls, so it was last one, so I tested, it's like, oh man, I hate this, because it's like they not involve me in the game, so they not really just get me hot in the games. What I just have like 2 pair of change of clothes and some two choice to dating some guys. So in this, I cannot do anything because everything is supposed to go directly to upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. So they want, then I buy some imaginary points for real money. It's like, duh. So first introduce me, get me involved in the game, then I really like it, so then I really want to spend time and money there, so then I have to ask for my money. But again, it's just, so end user perspective, and it's all of layers of specific of mobile games testing. So in other things, it's these days it's a lot of this OMP and MMOP ORPG. Sorry, this is a huge abbreviation. So, but what does this stand for? It's a massive multiplayer online role-playing game or online multiplayer player. So, and it's go through the social network. So using Facebook or Google Plus or so different, so Twitter, so different so social networks. Again, we can talk about specific of mobile games, just to concentrate on global monetization system. So how to get money, so by producing these games, how these things work around the globe. So we can talk about a lot of security, so in how we use analytics to figure it out, this security breach, so in how this analytic testing of games get important these days. And it's like high selling feature related, like, why should we hire you? Oh, because I know something special than no of your seniors know. And what is this? I know this a lot about global monetization and analytic testing. Oops. All right, you in. So we can just address, then an approach specific of mobile games through the classic web application testing techniques. So, or we can concentrate on industry specific, so compliance testing and SOC testing, which you can find online. So what, on the internet. So what is this? So, but you see, it's like different approach. So, and again, if we come to approach, so tell me about specific of mobile games testing. So we can start then most of game companies, they work in agile environment. So what does this mean? It's really so high pressure terms. It's a short term release, 1 4-week sprint. So it's how it's agile go. So production of the models, just it's ready to go with certain block features. So then it's a different testing approach. You have some sprint checklist. You have 1 or 2 weeks. Then things must be done. So it's no way left and right. So it must be done on time, and it must cover all checklists. So you also go through the game testing psychology. So how I mentioned already, put yourself in the shoes of end user, or you can bragging about OpenID account, because it's what most of the social related, so social network related game, online multiplayer games is related. So and we can also bragging about statistics. So right now, this when you go to App Store, it's show you perfect number how many games is installed. I mean, how many user installs this beautifully created games, like 10,000 downloads, 100,000 downloads. So they never show you statistic how many uninstall happened after whatever week or whatever 1 day of playing this game. And actually, this it's very important, this statistic option for people who really so in the game market, so they're really watching not how many so uploads, but how many this uninstallation happened for the same games. So and we go also this to cover approach of game application development. So this what game we should what kind of apps we should create, native, hybrid, or web. And it's related on a game structure, so game feature, this again and you can switch immediately to if it's online multiplayer game, if it's go through the social network, bam. So it should be hybrid, or some of them web. So but if web, then my goodness, it must be somehow it must be lightweight game. You cannot have complicated game web. Think about if it's goddess will go offline if it's no coverage in the area. So then it must be somehow a mechanism established, and your game that you're running right now get immediate backup from your local phone or local device, so you're playing on, and when so connection is established, so it must immediately with very, very high performance speed synchronize with and get an online back and speed resume game at the same level at the same point, then it was broke connection or whatever, because otherwise this game will be uninstalled very quickly. Nobody will play this game. So in another test approach, so we have ad hoc, we have sprint checklist, and we have so test plan, test case. Guys, you cannot imagine. So one of my good friends, he's team lead right now for a gaming company, Gri. So for simple game like zombie, whatever, I forgot name. So I mean, it's not really complicated game, like about 20 levels. So they have about 2,500 test cases. I got this in my hands. I have it. So I be prepared for any interview for any gaming company. I just come with all this test case like, hey, here's my last approach for game testing. So I done in the last month. So, but be creative, get social. So this, okay, if you really consider to work for gaming industry, let me know through the personal email. I will send it with some of these pages and you can present during interview. All right. So, but be aware that gaming testing is not for everybody. And sad to say, but it's true. So maybe I will initiate some boom right now, but it's some age restriction in the game industry. So if you're over 35, I will not try to start in game industry. Okay, if you have knowledge, if you have special previous experience or some special then you can bring in gaming, yeah, should try. But if you're just brand new, I will never start. So they have some age, not official age restriction, but they will always smile nice and take somebody who is under 25 or 30. All right, so last things. Sorry, I know it's today crazy, so because again, this one thinks I prepare for tomorrow class for 4 hours and I try to cover this all in 1 hour. So I try to rush myself, but I cannot stand. I really need to just go through the slide and I will take maximum 10 minutes from you guys and I really appreciate stay with me. Okay, so mobile technology in the near future. Why I generally come to this fun stuff? Yeah, it will be fun stuff. So, but you need to know what come on the market in the next couple of years. So you need to know this, get imaginary. So what you should and could test in the next couple of years. So, and it's, another very good selling features. So that's why we should hire you. It's like, because I'm on the top of the news. I know where the technology go. I can predict things. I follow the things right now. So this I'm hot. So this I really love what's going on. I want to work for this project. So I try to encourage you. And when you see the next couple slides, I hope that you will get this encouraged. All right, let's shoot. So booms. I hope by this time everybody heard or know about Google Project Glass. So I cannot show you YouTube, but I give you YouTube connection. Then you can watch this 2 minutes amazing videos like, man, this coming, so first quarter of 2014, all right, I will wait for it. So they already promote this special glasses. So for Hollywood stars like Meryl Streep and Kardashian, so where is these glasses? So they present this, and it's not just some imaginary prototype, it already exists. So another things then iPhone try to catch, they patent augmented reality. So I have right now this in my hands, but you cannot see. IKEA for 2013 catalog. So they have already this special barcode for implementation for augmented reality. So what it does, it's pretty much like they play on your, magic vision. So it's not just 3D. So I brought you some couple examples. So how cool is that? So you come to some certain place in the middle of whatever, some city that you never been before. So you just point your iPhone using camera, so or video feature, and it show you this what you have where. And actually you have special GPS augmented reality program, then it will guide you through the real stage, so through the real things to see, through the city to McDonald's or whatever, to some shop that you're looking for. So another things I mentioned IKEA, so I brought you slide there. So this if you initiate this barcode, and you just don't know exactly this furniture will fit your room, so how good is it look at your room, so you point your phone with your camera on an empty wall in your room, so and it will place a picture from catalog, so right into your room to see visualizes how it's look like. So this augmented reality feature have major, you know, this selling so point at the different catalogs, so then you can view some whatever shoes or clothes in 3D. You can also place, so using your phone, this clothes on yourself, so using your friend's hands, so then they can make a picture, and so you can see you know, it's amazing things. But again, it's already there, so it's one of the feature which is supposed to be implemented in iPhone 5, which is supposed to come in this fall. Okay, so hey, how about that? Did you remember this science fiction movie? Yes, now it's an Apple patent ergonomic input device, so it's come to reality. Watch out, guys. So here's another like super
My
crazy
God.
things for me. Yeah, I know, it's my God. So flexible phones. Okay, did you see? It's not just imaginary things. It started in 2003. Very, very heavy load from Nokia, Samsung, Philips, and Axos started in 2008. So it's really on the way. So it's not just one company doing these experimental things. It's like a giant device company working on this and very close to introduce this on the market. So this paper phone technology was first revealed by guys in 2011. Banks, now Nokia Flex 888 is on the way. So you have, if you see the links, guys, so I really encourage you to check this video. Man, it's just blew my mind. It's like, man, I'm in super cool industry. Think about, so this before it's coming to market, somebody's supposed to test all these things, and we are the ones. So who will test all this? So finger touch wearable mobile device. It's like long promotions. They bragging about this lot, and it's really come. So this one thinks of BlackBerry, which is like dying things, but they try to recover. It was very cool. So okay, look like another modification of BlackBerry. But what does this thing does? It's amazing. So you wear a ring, and it's a motion ring. It's read your emotions. So they use this for social networking, like so reveal your truly feelings. I mean, it will be super cool in selling future for teenager. Like, oh, I don't know how I can tell her that I love her. All right, wear a ring. So and eventually this phone and presentation, so it's change colors depends on your mood. You remember this rings for $1.99 or 99 cents? It change color, depends on your mood. Yes, now it's come to the phones. But Nokia say, all right, so then I will create something cool too. So they now prototype the mobile phone who will be, you know, just controlled by a ring. So this you just switch a ring under a different angle, and you will switch a feature of the phone, some radio, mail, phone, whatever. So cool, nice. So in other small things, it's a Nokia Android watch is come in 2013. So I think it's cool design. I will wait for this. I don't wear a watch right now. I will wait for this one. So, but so why I brought all this, guys? So because I want to encourage you and so get excited. Then you know, get your first job, get successful, and be ready for this super cool technology. Then you will test in the next year. So and I appreciate and you stay so long. I love you. Thank you so much. And if you have question, so you can submit me a question, and I will try to provide you answer through the Michael. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you.
for brilliant presentation.
Oh, thank you, guys. I love you too. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I can hear you, man. You're special.